know what I'm going to do yet.
Okay.
So I don't know. Okay.
Even though I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Even though I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
I'll allow my subconscious and my energy to take me to whatever I need to do.
I'll allow my subconscious and my energy to take me to wherever I need to go.
I'm sure I've got plenty to work on.
I'm sure I've got plenty to work on.
So much to work on, I mightn't even be able to find just one.
So much to work on, I might not just be able to find one.
But maybe I can just start with one.
Maybe I can just start with one.
Even though I don't know what I'm going to tap on.
I don't know what I'm going to tap on just yet.
Something might pop up.
Something might pop up.
And I'll just start tapping on that.
I'll just start tapping on that.
Even though I don't know what I'm going to work on yet.
I don't know what I'm going to work on yet.
I'll trust my body to give me something.
I'll trust my body to give me something.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
Deeply and completely.
Deeply and completely.
I wonder what my body will give me to work on.
I wonder what my body will give me to work on.
So much stuff.
So much stuff.
Where do I start?
Exactly. I was thinking that. Where do I start?
Where do I start?
Where do I start?
Maybe just start with one.
Maybe just start with one.
The first thing that pops into my mind.
Which is what I said to you this morning. Sleep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sleep. Sleep. I want to work on sleep.
I'd like to work on sleep.
Gym point. I want to work on sleep.
I want to work on sleep.
So tell me about sleep. What's up with sleep?
For ages and ages, I've just had this problem with either going to sleep and then staying asleep. Sometimes just getting to sleep is really, really hard, and sometimes if I lie down, I feel like my heart's starting to race. I don't know where that's coming from.
Okay.
Not all the time, just sometimes.
Yep.
And other times it's my mind is just wants to switch off.
Even though there's a whole lot of aspects.
Even though there's a whole lot of aspects.
In sleep.
In sleep.
And not being able to get to sleep.
Not being able to get to sleep.
Or waking up.
Or waking up.
Or my mind just going and going.
Or my mind just going and going.
Not letting me sleep.
Not letting me sleep.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And all these aspects of sleep.
And all these aspects of sleep.
And maybe I'll just pick one for now.
Maybe I'll just pick one for now.
The one that's most annoying.
The one that's most annoying.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
Deeply and completely.
Deeply and completely.
So which aspect of sleep would you like to work on? So the one that, is it getting to sleep? Or is it waking? Or is it your mind going over and over things?
It's probably, I'll go with the waking, because sometimes I can wake up at 1 o'clock and not get back to sleep. And other times I can wake up at 4 o'clock and not get back to sleep.
Okay, and I missed also, you said you wake sometimes with your heart racing.
No, sometimes when I go to bed initially, and the minute I lie down, because I'm feeling really, really tired and I'm really, really ready to go to sleep, the minute I lie down, my heart starts to race, and it's like, once it starts racing, it's kind of like it's just not going to happen. The sleep will not happen.
Okay, so let me think. Not let me think. I want you to tell me what part you would like to work on. Is it the heart racing bit when you want to go to sleep, or is it when you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep? Which one happens the most? Which one's the most annoying?
Well, the heart racing, and they're both annoying, but the heart racing, because once that starts to race, it's like, forget it.
Okay, so let's go to a specific time, the first time you can remember that happening. How long ago? How long has this been happening? When did it first start?
This has been happening since the mid-90s.
So even
though
I've had this heart-racing feeling when I lie down. As soon as I lie down, I'm exhausted and I want to go to sleep. And my heart starts racing. And I've had this problem since the mid-90s. I accept myself. Deeply and completely. Even though I don't know where this heart racing comes from. All this anxiety. I accept myself. Even when I try to lie down to go to sleep. And my heart's racing. I don't know where it comes from. I accept myself anyhow. My heart's racing when I try to go to sleep.
My heart's racing. till I go to sleep.
As soon as I lay down,
As soon as I lay down,
I'm exhausted and tired,
I'm exhausted and tired,
and I want to sleep,
I want to sleep,
but my heart starts racing.
my heart starts racing.
So I think you mentioned it was anxiety.
I would say it is anxiety
Yeah.
and fear.
All this anxiety and fear.
All this anxiety and fear.
My heart's racing.
My heart's racing.
I wonder why my heart's racing.
I wonder why my heart is racing.
I wonder where this anxiety and fear comes from.
I wonder where this anxiety and fear comes from.
As soon as I lay down,
As soon as I lay down.
doesn't happen when I'm sitting up.
No, it doesn't happen when I'm sitting up.
It's as soon as I lay down.
It's as soon as I lay down.
I wonder why it's as soon as I lay down.
I wonder why it's as soon as I lay down.
I wonder why it's as soon as I lay down.
I wonder why it's as soon as I lay down.
What's it got to do with me lying down
What's it got to do with me lying down
or laying down?
or laying down?
What's it got to do with my body being horizontal and not sitting up?
It's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow, I just had a... I'm going back. I'm doing the past life thing again.
Mm-hmm. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Because it was so specific. It's not sitting up, it's only lying down. As soon as I lie down. As soon as I lie down, what's coming up?
We've got tissues ready. Okay, I just had this...
Someone get tissues, please.
I just had,
Behind.
I just had this vision of a past life, lying down, being held down, with genital mutilation.
Mm-hmm. That'd be one to stop you going to sleep at night, wouldn't it?
God, that certainly does.
Even though
These bloody past lives.
even though
These
bloody past lives
bloody past lives.
keep jumping into clinical EFT level 1.
Keep jumping into clinical EFT 2. And
Oh
1
yeah,
and 2.
level 2. Yep. I accept myself
I accept myself
and I thank my body,
and I thank my body,
my subconscious
my subconscious,
and my energy
and my energy
through all time, space and place
through time, place and space
for giving me this message
for giving me this message
so I can dissolve it.
so I can dissolve it. God, I want to dissolve it.
Mm-hmm. Even though I've got this memory,
Even though I've got this memory,
it doesn't matter what time, space and place it comes from.
it doesn't matter what time, place or space it comes from.
It's there in my energy.
It's there in my energy.
I accept myself
I accept myself
and I thank my body
and I thank my body
for bringing it up now
for bringing it up now
so I can dissolve it.
so I can dissolve it.
I accept myself deeply and completely.
I accept myself deeply and completely.
But this past life memory,
This past life memory,
I was being held down.
I was being held down.
No wonder I get all this anxiety in my heart
And I get all of this anxiety in my heart,
and my heart racing
my heart racing
as soon as I lay down.
as soon as I lay down.
Yeah, no wonder I get it.
No wonder I get it.
All this anxiety,
All of this anxiety,
my heart racing.
my heart racing.
I've got this past life memory,
This past life memory,
being held down,
being held down,
struggling and being held down,
struggling and being held down,
and genital mutilation.
genital mutilation.
Doesn't matter where this memory is coming from,
Doesn't matter where this memory is coming from.
whether people want to believe in past lives or not.
Whether people believe in past lives or not, but I do.
Yeah, it's coming up,
It's coming up,
and I'm tapping on it
and I'm tapping on it.
because I don't want it in my energy,
I don't want to do my energy,
my cells,
my cells,
my memory.
my memory.
Sending peace
Sending peace,
and dissolving all that energy,
dissolving all that energy,
that anxiety,
that anxiety,
that helplessness,
that helplessness,
dissolving it all the way back to its origin.
dissolving it all the way back to its origin.
Even when I imagine me back then
Even when I imagine me back then,
being held down,
held down,
my heart racing,
my heart racing,
feeling helpless,
feeling helpless,
my heart racing,
my heart racing,
feeling helpless,
feeling helpless,
being held down.
being held down,
Where are you being held down?
like in a tent,
Mm-hmm.
dirt.
Mm-hmm. And where on your body are you being held down?
Oh,
Physically.
arms and legs,
Mm-hmm.
physically being held down,
Mm-hmm.
and shoulders.
I can feel myself physically being held down.
I can feel myself physically being held down.
I can still feel that physical feeling of being held down.
I can see it. I can still feel that physical feeling of being held down.
I can see it in that tent.
in that tent.
No wonder my heart's racing whenever I lay down.
My heart is racing whenever I lay down. That fear.
All that fear.
All that fear.
All that anxiety.
That anxiety.
That helplessness and powerlessness.
Helplessness and powerlessness.
Being held down.
Being held down.
I want to clear it.
I want to clear it.
I want to dissolve it.
I want to dissolve it.
All the way back to its origin.
All the way back to its origin.
I can still see it.
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 Back to the karate chop point. Okay, so in time, space and place, you can do whatever you want. So I want you to see her being rescued. Who's going to come in and rescue her?
Someone on a white horse.
Coming
Is that a fairy tale?
Who cares? It's about doing this in time, space and place. It doesn't have to be something. It can be imagined.
Uses
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I can see me back then.
I can see me back then.
In that tent.
In that tent.
Being held down.
Being held down.
All that anxiety.
All that anxiety.
My heart racing.
My heart racing.
The fear and anxiety.
The fear and anxiety.
Still trapped in my body.
Still trapped in my body.
And in comes somebody to rescue me.
In comes somebody to rescue me.
Taking all those people away.
Taking all those people away.
That were holding me down.
That were holding me down.
At the shoulders, the hands and the feet.
The hands and the feet.
Whisking me up onto their white horse.
Whisking me up onto the white horse.
Riding off into the sunset.
Riding up into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
I love about that. I still can't love about the first part.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
And all the energy of anxiety.
All the energy of anxiety.
From where it originated from.
Where it originated from.
I want to dissolve it and let it go.
I want to dissolve it and let it go.
Feeling the energy dissipating.
Feeling the energy dissipating.
As I see myself riding off.
As I see myself riding off.
With my rescuer.
With my rescuer.
Imagine that it might even be safe to lay down.
You can imagine that it might even be safe enough to lie down.
And maybe I can have that rescuer.
Maybe I can have that rescuer.
Stand guard at my tent.
Stand guard at my tent.
Stand guard at my door.
Stand guard at my door.
Whenever I lay down to go to sleep.
Whenever I lay down to go to sleep.
Maybe I can imagine laying down and feeling safe.
Maybe I can imagine laying down and feeling safe.
Without my heart racing.
Without my heart racing.
Feeling safe.
Feeling safe.
Feeling at ease.
Feeling at ease.
It's safe to rest when I'm exhausted.
It's safe to rest when I'm exhausted.
I don't have to be on alert.
I don't have to be on alert.
I can switch my mind off.
You can switch my mind off.
It's safe to sleep.
It's safe to sleep.
Thanking my body.
Thanking my body.
For warning me about this energy.
For warning me about this energy.
This memory at some level in time, space and place.
This memory that is at some time and space and place.
That was still trapped in my body.
That was still trapped in my body.
Making my heart race.
Making my heart race.
Giving my body permission to release it all now.
Giving my body permission to release it all now.
And I can even imagine myself tonight.
I can even imagine myself tonight.
Sleeping peacefully.
Sleeping peacefully.
Even in a new place.
Even in a new place.
Feeling like I'm safe.
Feeling like I'm safe.
Somebody's guarding my door.
Someone is guarding my door.
My heart's safe to rest.
My heart is safe to rest.
My body's safe to rest.
My body is safe to rest.
It's safe for me to lie down.
It is safe for me to lie down.
Feeling rested when I lay down.
Feeling rested when I lie down.
Always feeling rested when I lay down.
Always feeling rested when I lie down.
Sleeping peacefully.
Sleeping peacefully.
Someone's on guard at my door.
Someone's on guard at my door.
And I don't have to be on guard anymore.
And I don't have to be on guard anymore.
It's safe for me to shut my eyes.
It's safe for me to shut my eyes.
Shut my mind off.
Shut my mind off.
Let my heart rest peacefully.
Let my heart rest peacefully.
And let my body rest peacefully.
Let my body rest peacefully.
As soon as I lay down.
As soon as I lay down.
Just like I can be peaceful when I'm sitting up.
Just like I can be peaceful when I'm sitting up.
I can be just as peaceful laying down now.
Being just as peaceful laying down now. That was a biggie.
Past life stuff again. You just love to bring that up.
Well, it's affecting my life.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's you know, when people say, oh, we're supposed to stick to just clinical stuff, but you know, when you're doing clinical EFT and past life stuff comes up, and it will come up spontaneously with people, then you deal with it.
Because I had a feeling it was more to do